Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we diving into a super interesting topic that you probably experience every single day without even realizing it. Monopolistic competition? Sounds complicated, right? But trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see it everywhere, from your morning coffee to your favorite instant noodles. So, what is it? Think of it as a hybrid, a mix between a pure monopoly and perfect competition. In our previous videos, we talked about perfect competition, where you have tons of firms selling identical products like rice or salt. And we've covered monopolies, where there's only one seller, giving them total market control. But the real world is often somewhere in between. That's monopolistic competition. It has three key features: lots of firms, differentiated products, and free entry and exit into the market. Let's break that down. Many firms is easy. Just like in perfect competition, there isn't just one big boss. Lots of businesses are competing. Free entry and exit also sounds familiar. It means new companies can easily jump into the market if they see an opportunity, and existing ones can leave if things aren't working out. This keeps anyone from dominating for too long. But the secret sauce, the most important ingredient, is product differentiation. This is what makes it monopolistic. Even though there are many sellers, each one offers something slightly different. This difference could be in quality, design, location, branding, or even the customer service experience. Because their product is unique in some way, each firm has a mini monopoly over their specific version. They have some power to set their price. Let's make this real with a classic Indonesian example: coffee shops, or as we call them, workup and modern cafes. Think about Jakarta, Bandung, or any big city. How many coffee shops are there? Hundreds, thousands, maybe. That's the many firms part. Can you open a new coffee shop tomorrow? Absolutely. If you have the capital, you can rent a space, buy an espresso machine, and you're in business. That's free entry, but are all coffee shops the same? Not at all. That's product differentiation. One shop might be famous for its single origin Gayo coffee. Another might have the coziest ambience with fast Wi-Fi, perfect for working. A third might be a simple workup on the corner, offering cheap, strong kopi tubruk and delicious Indomie. Each one has carved out its own little niche. They are all selling coffee, but they are not perfect substitutes. You might be willing to pay a bit more for that cafe with the great atmosphere, or you might walk an extra block to get your favorite iced latte. This gives each coffee shop a little bit of market power. They face a downward sloping demand curve, meaning they can raise their price a little without losing all their customers. So, what happens in the short run? Let's say you open a fantastic new cafe with a unique theme. People love it. You're busy, and because you're the only one offering this specific experience, you can charge a price that's higher than your average cost. You're making a nice economic profit. Life is good, but what happens next? Other people see your success. They think, hey, I can do that too. And because of free entry, new coffee shops start popping up, maybe with similar themes or trying to offer something even better. This is the competition part kicking in. As more and more cafes open, the market gets more crowded. This leads us to the long-run equilibrium. With more choices available, the demand for your specific cafe starts to shrink. Some of your loyal customers might be tempted to try the new place down the street. To stay competitive, you can't charge as high a price as you used to. Your demand curve shifts to the left. This process continues as long as there are profits to be made. New firms will keep entering until the profits are all gone. Eventually, the market reaches a point where your price is exactly equal to your average total cost. You're not losing money, but you're not making any extra economic profit either. You're earning just enough to cover all your costs, including the salary you could be earning if you worked somewhere else. This is the long-run equilibrium for a monopolistically competitive firm. Zero economic profit. It's a tough business. Just think about how many cafes you've seen open and then close a year or to later. This is that long-run adjustment in action. Now, let's compare this to perfect competition. In both models, firms earn zero economic profit in the long run, but there are two huge differences. The first is what we call excess capacity. In perfect competition, firms produce at the lowest possible point on their average total cost curve. They are super efficient, but in monopolistic competition, because of the downward sloping demand curve, firms end up producing less than this efficient scale. The price is equal to the average total cost, but not at its minimum point. What does this mean in the real world? It means your favorite coffee shop probably has a few empty tables most of the time. It has the capacity to serve more customers, but it doesn't. This is considered inefficient from a purely economic standpoint. We have all these resources, chairs, tables, baristas that aren't being used 100% of the time. The second difference is the markup. In perfect competition, price equals marginal cost. The price you pay for a product is exactly what it costs to make one more unit of it. But in monopolistic competition, price is always higher than marginal cost. That coffee that cost 15,000 rupiah to make might be sold for 30,000 rupiah. This markup exists because of product differentiation and the firm's small slice of monopoly power. It is also inefficient because it means some customers who would be willing to pay the marginal cost are priced out of the market. So, is monopolistic competition a bad thing? It sounds inefficient with excess capacity and high markups. But hold on, there's a huge upside that we haven't talked about: product variety. Would you really want to live in a world where every single coffee shop was identical? Where every brand of instant noodles tasted exactly the same? Probably not. We, as consumers, love choice. We value the ability to choose between a strong espresso, a creamy latte, or a sweet kopi susu gula aren. We enjoy trying new things and finding the product that perfectly fits our tastes. This variety is a direct result of monopolistic competition. The inefficiency is the price we pay for choice. This brings us to our next big topic: advertising. In perfect competition, advertising makes no sense. Why would a farmer advertise their rice when it's identical to every other farmer's rice? But in monopolistic competition, advertising is everywhere. There's a big debate among economists about whether advertising is good or bad. The critics say it's wasteful. It manipulates our tastes, creates artificial differences between products, and just adds to the cost, which we end up paying for. It can create brand loyalty that makes it harder for new, potentially better firms to compete. But the defenders of advertising have a strong case too. They argue that advertising provides valuable information. It tells us about new products, prices, and locations, which reduces our search costs. It allows new companies to challenge established ones by getting their name out there. Think about all the new bubble tea or fried chicken brands that pop up. How would you know about them without Instagram ads or billboards? Advertising fosters competition. More than just information, advertising can also be a signal of quality. Think about a huge, expensive advertising campaign for a new smartphone or a new car. Why would a company spend billions of rupiah on ads? A key insight is that they would only do this if they were confident that their product is good. They are betting that once you try it, you'll become a repeat customer. A company selling a low-quality product can't afford to make that bet. They might trick people once, but they won't get repeat business, and their huge advertising investment will be wasted. So, in a way, heavy advertising signals to consumers: we believe in our product, and we're here to stay. This is closely tied to the idea of brand names. Brands like Indomie or Aqua aren't just names. They are a promise of consistency and quality. When you're on a road trip in a town you've never visited before, you might choose to eat at a well-known fast food chain like McDonald's, even if there's a local warring next door. Why? Because you know exactly what you're going to get. The brand name reduces uncertainty. Companies spend millions, even billions, on building and maintaining their brand reputation through advertising and, most importantly, by consistently delivering on their promise of quality. Indomie has been a household name in Indonesia for decades because no matter which packet you buy, you know the soto flavor will taste like soto and the goreng will be just right. This brand loyalty is a powerful asset in a monopolistically competitive market. So, to wrap it all up, monopolistic competition is the messy, vibrant, and incredibly common market structure that defines so much of our economy. It's a trade-off. We get the inefficiency of excess capacity and price markups, but in return, we get the wonderful diversity of products and brands that cater to all our different tastes. From the hundreds of martabak stalls, each claiming to be the best, to the countless fashion brands on Tokopedia, you're looking at monopolistic competition in action. It's not perfect, but it's definitely interesting. What are some of your favorite examples of monopolistic competition in Indonesia? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more economic insights. See you in the next one.